are notes 4.1 for synthetic division. So far we have worked with linear equations, our first-degree polynomials, and quadratic equations, our second-degree polynomials. In this chapter, we will be investigating polynomials with degrees greater than 2. Since we want to consider factors of these polynomials, we will need to divide polynomials. We will use synthetic division as a shortcut for long division. So we have our example 1 here. We have 6x cubed minus 19x squared plus 16x minus 4, and then is divided by x minus 2. We see here this is considered our dividend, and this is considered our divisor. So we have a procedure to do synthetic division here, and as I'm going to scroll down, we're going to arrange terms of the dividend and divisor in descending order, our largest exponent to our smallest exponent. So I have my 6x cubed minus 19x plus 16 minus 4. We're going to write the coefficients in row 1. So here's my row 1. And I have the 6, negative 19, 16, negative 4. Now we're going to, on step 3, write the synthetic divisor in the box to the left of row 1. To write the synthetic divisor, omit x and write the opposite of the remaining number. What that means here is, if we have x minus 2, that means I'm going to write a positive 2 in this box here. For step 4, we're going to bring down the first coefficient to row 3. So if I see my 6 is actually going to go right here. Okay, and at this point, we are now set up to do synthetic division. We are going to multiply and add repeatedly. So as we look here, let's look at our first step. Okay, we're going to take my 2 times my 6 and get 12. Then add negative 19 plus 12 to get negative 7. Now I'm going to take 2 times negative 7 to get negative 14. And I'm going to add 16 plus negative 14 to give me 2. Now I'm going to take 2 times 2 to give me 4. And I have negative 4 plus 4, and it gives me 0. Okay. The last number obtained in row 3, which is our 0, is the remainder. The other numbers in row 3 are the coefficients of the quotient. So those are my coefficients of the quotient. The answer to the division problem. Note the degree of the quotient is always 1 less than the degree of the dividend. So, since the remainder is 0, x minus 2 is a factor of our original 6x cubed minus 19x squared plus 16x minus 4. Our quotient comes from the 6, negative 7, and 2. So we have an x squared and x, and then our number term, which is 6x squared minus 7x plus 2. That is what our quotient is. All right, so what we got from this is if we have 6x cubed minus 19x squared plus 16x minus 4, that equals x minus 2, which was what our divisor was, and then our quotient, 6x squared minus 7x plus 2. Now, if we wanted to factor this all the way, we could then do divide, simplify, slide to get these other two factors, 3x minus 2 and 2x minus 1. At this point, this line here, using that fully factored form of the original dividend, 6x cubed minus 19x squared plus 16x minus 4. All right, let's take a look at another example. We have x to the 4th minus 10x squared minus 2x plus 2 divided by x plus 3. All right, first thing I'm going to look to see what terms I have. I have an x to the 4th, I have an x squared, I have an x, and I have just a number. So I'm actually missing an x cubed term. So this says here, note, since the x cubed is missing, we must use a 0 as a place saver. We always need that place saver in if we're missing. So I have a 1x cubed, a 1x to the 4th, 0x cubed, negative 10x squared, negative 2x, and then plus 4. my divisor is x plus 3. I take the opposite sign and make this minus 3. And then I bring down my 1 here. And so now I'm ready to start. I take negative 3 times 1 to get negative 3. 0 plus negative 3, negative 3. I'm going to take negative 3 times negative 3 and get positive 9. Negative 10 plus 9 gives me negative 1. Take negative 3 times negative 1 and get positive 3. Negative 2 plus 3 gives me 1. Then negative 3 times 1 gives me negative 3. And 4 plus negative 3 gives me 1. Okay, so my quotient is this stuff here. Remember, it is 1 degree less. If we started with an x to the 4th, we're going to wind up with an x cubed. So I have 1x cubed minus 3x squared minus x plus 1. And that's where that comes from. Now I do wind up having that remainder there of 1. So I'm going to take this 1, okay, put it over here, over x plus 3, my divisor. We want to write our polynomial in factored form, which is the divisor, x plus 3, my quotient, which is this part here that we wound up with, and then plus the remainder. Our remainder was 1 here. So that's the factored form of example 2. Okay, then we have these try these. Write the quotient and factored form for each. So let's take a look here. Number 1. All right, I'm going to start with, if this is x minus 2, I'm going to start with a positive 2. 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus 8x minus 7. So I'm going to have a 2, negative 3, 8, negative 7. Draw my line, draw the arrow, bring down the 2. This point here I go to start. I'm going to take 2 times 2 and get 4. Negative 3 plus 4 is going to give me 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 8 plus 2 is 10. 2 times 10 is 20. Negative 7 plus 20 gives me 13. So my last number there is the remainder. So for my quotient, here's my quotient. 2x squared plus, and I can just write a 1x, plus 10, and that's going to be plus my remainder, 13, over my divisor, x minus 2. If I wanted the factored form, I take my divisor first, x minus 2, times my quotient, 2x squared plus 1x plus 10, and then plus my remainder, 13. Now I can look at this next one here. I have an x cubed minus 8 divided by x minus 2. What jumps out to me at this problem is that I have an x cubed, but I don't have any x squared or x terms. So I know I need to have 2 placeholders here. All right, x minus 2 means 2 goes there. 1x cubed, 0x squared, 0x, negative 8. I'm going to bring down the 1. Now I'm going to begin the process. 2 times 1 is 2. 0 plus 2 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 0 plus 4 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. Negative 8 plus 8 is 0. So my remainder here is 0. So my quotient, 1, 2, and 4. So 1x squared plus 2x plus 4. And again, my remainder is 0, so I don't have to worry about adding anything else to that. My factored form, I take my divisor, x minus 2, times my quotient, which is 1x squared plus 2x plus 4. Now again, my factored form. If I could factor this A little more I would want to, but here I cannot. Okay, so that wraps up our notes on synthetic division and writing our answer for the quotient and the factored form.